Today, I'm sharing with you 5 super simple appetizers that will get your guests happy and keep you out of the kitchen. The first one's what I like to call the surprise guest. You want to add something surprising, maybe a little trendy, into your party menu. And today, for me, that is bacon-wrapped pickles. To our pickle spear, we'll add a little cream cheese and then wrap it with a piece of bacon. You want these to be a little bit dry so that the cheese and the bacon will stick to them. The thinner, almost cheaper bacon is going to work better. You don't want to use like a thick hardwood smoked bacon or it won't ever get crunchy. These are kind of reminiscent of the old jalapeno poppers, but with pickles. I'm kind of liking it. We're gonna bake these at 400 degrees for about 12 to 15 minutes or until they're good and golden and crispy. Smells good. Look at this. These took me a little closer to 12 minutes because I like my bacon to get a little on the crispier side. I also think this appetizer would work really well in the air fryer. Definitely delicious on its own. Let me try it dipped in a little ranch. Dipping it in ranch is more reminiscent of like the fried pickles. It's good. Next up, crock pot appetizers. If you're not breaking out the slow cooker at your party, what are you even doing? This is called outrageous warm chicken nacho dip. Put your chicken and your rotel in here for about 2 hours on high, and then I use my little kitchen shears to just kind of help shred it up. Then we'll just add everything else to the crock pot. I'm gonna cover this up and let it go. The most fun about this appetizer is the way we serve it up. Nachos, favorite food ever. I forgot to stir in the sour cream earlier, but I'm just gonna stir it in now. I typically set up a buffet style where people can make their own nachos. Another fun idea, especially if you're kind of outdoors and you just have your crock pot plugged in somewhere, is to serve just little individual bags of corn chips, and then you can just make your little nachos in a bag. Perfect bites all around. And for my next trick, the ultimate no-cook appetizer. This is a Mexican style shrimp cocktail. It is so refreshing and full of flavor. I just got back from a trip to Mexico and this was served at every meal and I just fell in love with it. So happy to bring it to you today. It starts with pre-cooked shrimp. So your seafood counter can do this for you, or you can just buy pre-cooked shrimp that's already been peeled. And what makes this one so special is the sauce. It's almost like a gazpacho meets shrimp cocktail. So it's super tomatoey, very refreshing with all these fresh vegetables. So after you've eaten your shrimp with this delicious sauce, break out the saltines to slurp up the rest of the sauce. That's a lot of fresh goodness in one bowl. Stir it up, give it a little taste. Now if you're just serving this up for your family or yourself, you just put your tomato goodness in a bowl, add your shrimp, and let it set for a while in the fridge, and then just eat it with some crackers. But if you want to be a little fancy, little shot glasses, you know that's cute. Get your shrimp in there, let it take on some of that flavor. This looks way more impressive and way more difficult than it was to make. Y'all definitely have to try this summer. It's the best shrimp cocktail I've ever had. I don't want to mess up my little platter, but I do have to get the perfect bite. I just can't explain how good this is. If you like shrimp cocktail, you will love this. You'll want to incorporate something fresh and healthy into your menu, especially if you're inviting someone like Camera Boy over who's going to be looking for that healthier item. I'm doing that today with a peach caprese salad. I'm replacing the tomato in a classic caprese salad with fresh, ripe peaches and putting it all on a stick. Oh, I wish you could smell that. Take my little peach wedges and cut them in half so you get a nice bite-sized chunk. I'm gonna thread that with these tiny little balls of mozzarella and fresh basil. These are good to go just like this, but if you want to take them up to a little fancier level, you can add some balsamic glaze. You can pick this up at the grocery store near the other vinegars. I'm gonna give it a little drizzle and then a sprinkle with some flaky sea salt. This is gonna add all those perfect bite tastes together. You're gonna have sweet and tangy and a little bit salty. This summer, you should definitely try caprese with peaches. Trust me. So good. You definitely want to include something hearty on your menu when you're planning food for a party. I also love it when this hearty item is handheld, so I'm making buffalo chicken taquitos. Now these are inspired by the classic Mexican style dish, but I'm just going to fill them with one of our party favorites, buffalo chicken dip. So you can use the store-bought buffalo chicken dip, maybe stir in a little extra cheddar cheese, or make your own favorite version of buffalo chicken dip and just fill them inside of a flour tortilla and roll it up. And the great thing about these is that they're going into our air fryer. A little spritz of olive oil, or you can just brush them with some melted butter, 400 degrees in the air fryer for about 6 to 9 minutes. The life of the party is done. If you want to add a little color and a little more texture, you can top them with some sliced celery and some crumbled blue cheese, maybe a drizzle of hot sauce, whatever you're feeling, and ranch dip, of course. Toasty on the outside, a little cheesy and gooey on the inside, spicy, love it. It might be my new favorite way to buffalo. There you have it. All that's left is waiting for your guests to arrive. When it comes to the easiest, most delicious appetizers ever, you can cook that. One day I'll have to tell you about the time I ate nachos every day for a year.
We have time.